What is going on, everybody? Corey here from Fluffy Beard Films. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Today, I'm in my studio here, and I want to take you guys on a little bit of a tour. All right, so let's jump into the computer area that I've got over here first. This is the area, as you can see, where I was sitting there. For those of you who might know, this is where I sit when I'm live streaming on Twitch. If you guys haven't checked us out yet, you should go check out Wagz and I stream every weeknight as well as Sunday mornings, so definitely check that out if you haven't yet. So starting over here, so I just actually switched this whole setup up the other day. So I used to have a nice big gaming PC down here, but I switched that up for my gaming laptop here. So running an MSI gaming laptop, and I've got all my stuff hooked up to that. So I switched over to a single monitor here now, and then I've got obviously my external keyboard and mouse, Logitech stuff set up. I am a big fan of the Logitech peripherals, definitely approve of those. And then I've got my Samsung tablet here that I use to pull up my stream chat, things like that. So when we're on Twitch, I can see the chat there. I've got my game screen over here, and then I've got my extra stuff on the laptop, usually like Discord, things like that are pulled up on that side. As you can see, there's my little jib arm, whatever you call it there, swivel arm piece to hold my camera. Got that there, and then running the dummy battery as well as the HDMI cable for my video feed, which is what you see on the stream when it works, at least. And then I've just got a couple of external hard drive over here, and then one of the Aperture MC lights, the RGB guys. Those are super handy, so I use this as kind of a little bit of an extra light to light up the dark side of my face. We'll zoom out so you can see that there. So usually use that on a pretty bright white color. And then up in the air over here, you can see a couple things. We've got the big newer 24 by 24 softbox light. That is what I've been using to light up this whole area. So if we come over and check up, this is kind of the lighting setup from this side. That's my main key light that I'm using there, and then I've got another light I'll show you in just a minute here. And then for audio setup over here, we are rocking the Rodecaster Pro podcast style setup. So got all my audio controls and things like that there, as well as nice Logitech headset as well. So moving down over here, we've got the computer that I just switched from. So this computer I'm actually going to be selling. This is my old, it's not really that old, I guess. It's my previous gaming desktop, although the laptop I have there is just about as powerful, and then eventually I'm going to be upgrading to a new laptop as well. So moving back just a little bit here to the mic, I am running the Rode M5. I've got a couple of these, so I use one for my microphone there, and then I've actually got that on a nice overhead arm here, which I'm really enjoying the overhead microphone setup. That's something that I just changed to the other day, so I'm really liking that new setup there. And then the newer, I guess, Respawn gaming chair. It is a Fortnite model. Didn't plan for that. It was just the one that was on sale. So Respawn chair, I definitely like that. It's really nice and comfy. In the corner here, I've just got a little chest here that is kind of cool looking, so I like to have that in the background. But then I also keep my drinks in there, so I've got a couple of beverages, some carbonated water, things like that in there. And then of course got a candle going in the corner because I like candles. And we'll switch up to some of the accent lighting here. So I've got a RGB rope lights to light the background. So as you probably have seen in streams and things, I've got, you know, RGB lights that run along the perimeter here, and those are kind of my accent lights for the behind the stream area. And then as we move over here, I've got my chest down below, which has got snacks and some other electronic accessories in it that can be quite useful during streams. I've got the little coffee station here, so I've got a little hand coffee grinder there, a little kettle to warm up water, and then I've got both the AeroPress and a little Chemex pour over deal. Garbage can, recycle bin, nothing too exciting there. And then as we move over to this side, this is pretty exciting new improvement over here. So I've got the nice black backdrop back there, as well as the newer 24 by 24 softbox light, which I really like over there. This is kind of the new studio area for taking photos, and hopefully going to do some different video stuff over here as well. And then I've got a couple of little, like this small palette and these metal pieces, and a couple other little wood accent pieces that I use for taking photos, things like that. We've got another one of these Aperture MC lights over here. So if I need some accent light colors, things like that. Inside of this Badass Beard Care koozie, I've got just a little portable charging pack. So I'm using that to charge up the Aperture MC. Of course, I've got my one wheel in the corner over here because, you know, every YouTuber that is cool needs to have a one wheel. So super fun. I really like riding that thing a lot, even though I haven't used it a lot lately here because it's been muddy and cold and haven't had a lot of good places to go with it lately. Down here, just got my backpack for my laptop and things like that when I go places. And then under here, I've got a little storage bin that got my camera bag on here. So whenever I need to go out and do some filming, things like that, grab my bag that's got my lenses and all that stuff in it. And then underneath, I've just got a big bin of all my extra camera gear, some different mounts, different lights, different cords, post-it notes, various accessories, pretty much all filming and tech electronic related stuff in there. Then over here, just got the fireplace, which warms up the whole room here, and then my printer, which I don't use super often, but when I do need it, it is right there. And then if we go on the back side here, this is the couch that I sleep on, basically. So that's where I sleep, and then over here is kind of the mess area that I have all my extra storage, so all of my other belongings essentially are in that area over there. And I think that pretty much covers the whole studio. We'll give you a little bit of a once over here and show you what is going on in this area. It's a pretty small space, but it definitely works. Oh, there's a little bit of storage above there as well. All right, so now that you got to look around, you know, it might not seem like it, but this studio here is actually just a small shed in my parents' front yard. So it just goes to show that you can work with, you know, limited space and limited equipment. I do have quite a bit of camera gear and things like that, computers and some good technology, but, you know, working with kind of a limited space can be pretty tricky, but it's also kind of fun to be able to, you know, use your creativity and figure out different ways to take advantage of the space or the resources that you do have. So for anyone else who's trying to get started, or, you know, you may not have a whole lot of gear, you may not have a whole lot of space, it's definitely possible to work with, you know, limited space, limited equipment, as long as you're, you know, willing to be creative and try to come up with different ways to make things work. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit the like button if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you didn't do that yet. We would greatly appreciate it. And hopefully you'll join us again for another video.